of the Eastern Conference playoffs continues on 2K Sports. And tonight we've got the Milwaukee Bucks playing against the Boston Celtics. This is Brian Anderson, Stan Van Gundy, and Grant Hill here with me. And in a few moments we'll hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce. Looking at the starting five for Boston. The perimeter pair, White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Holiday in at the 1. And for the Bucks, inside we have Giannis and Lopez. Prince is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. You look at the Bucks. They did what they needed to do in game 1. Now they just have to keep it going.
They really do. I mean, the pressure is on them to keep home court advantage. This should be a tougher game than that first one.
Here's Brown, and he converts the layup.
And look, Brown is good at capitalizing inside, which is why the defense has to push him further away.
Here's Lillard. Boston pulls it in. Outside Holiday. Bucks on D. Holiday finds Brown. There's Tatum with the 3. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in.
And Tatum takes a lot of threes, and you see why, given he has this kind of accuracy.
Kuzma for 3. Holiday grabs the miss.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
Here's Brown. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, they've started this game strong offensively. 3 out of their first 4 attempts.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 7-point differential. Here's Antetokounmpo. That one goes. Count it.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. The main topic of conversation, how they plan to guard Jason Tatum. We want to try to make Jason a jump shooter. Avoid fouling, don't let him go downhill. But JT will get his, so let's hope we limit him. Well, that's never easy to do, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
Yeah, and this speaks to how strong Giannis is. Able to still convert despite the physical defense.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throw tonight. Sims, he's checked in for Lopez.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for 1, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
That one misses for Antetokounmpo.
The resume Giannis has built already is impressive, and he's nowhere close to being done adding to it.
Here's Holiday. The kick out to White. Outside Holiday. The fadeaway. And no good, trying to use the glass.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. And the Bucks with some changes. Jackson, he's checked in for Kuzma, and it's Trent in for Prince. The Celtics also with a sub. Horford's checked in. Outside Holiday. Brown against Lillard. Brown inside. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
I mean, the size and athleticism of Giannis, arguably without precedent, an incredibly prolific finisher.
Screen by Horford. And here's Brown for 3. The rebound by Sims. Bucks trail by 5. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Lopez is checked in for the Bucks. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Antetokounmpo. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. 3-point lead. Pass to Hauser. Brown against Trent. Now here's Brown. 5 on the clock. Cornette sets a screen. 3-pointer. Again, the miss by Boston. For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. There's Jackson with the 3. The rebound, Celtics. Here's Hauser. Horford outside. And here's Brown for 3. The shot off that time. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Boston out in front, leading by 3. And let's get you back to the action as game 2 is getting underway. And for the Celtics here, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
Bucks trail by 3. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Kevin Porter. And it's Jackson in at the small forward position. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Outside Tatum. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Misses the layup. Tatum looking it over. The rebound by Jackson.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Lillard finds Jackson. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And the Celtics shooting just 42% so far in the game. Here's Shireman. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Porter. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And the attacking mentality from Porter Jr. being rewarded for going up strong inside with the whistle.
That's good from Porter. Milwaukee making some changes. Sims comes in for Lopez. And it's Kyle Kuzma in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Celtics making a switch here. Porter hits them both.
The last pick of the first round in 2019, Porter Jr. plays with a chip on his shoulder. I love the competitive attitude.
Pritchard, the pass to Tatum. Back to Pritchard. To the inside. Here's Porzingis. Oh, Porzingis getting it done inside.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. A different look for Milwaukee. Prince is checked in for Jackson, and it's Gary Trent Jr. in for Damian Lillard. Here's Porter. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Al Horford. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Celtics?
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
The Bucks have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Kuzma outside. Trent against Holiday. Prince, the pass to Trent. Here's Kuzma. And he misses the go-ahead basket. The Celtics have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Tatum with it. Now Porter defending. Here's Pritchard. No made baskets yet. Another shot. And another shot. And Porzingis lays it in.
Well, just by hitting the offensive glass, Porzingis can pick up a lot of extra points.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And some changes here for the Bucks. Brook Lopez is checked in for Sims. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Kuzma. And Lillard subbed in for Trent. Giannis going downhill. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
The incomparable length. I mean, Giannis with those big strides and the reach to finish against anyone.
Holiday passes to Hauser. There's the drive. Soft touch off the glass. Hauser's got his first 2 points.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
It's about doing anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
He's off on the first. And the Bucks making a change here. Jackson is checked in. That one misses.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
Oh, how about White? Gets all the way to the cup. Nice.
What a graceful shot by White, showing he's got that floater in his arsenal.
Porter finds Jackson. Here's Antetokounmpo. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Antetokounmpo has got 6 here in the quarter.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And here we go, the Celtics on the run. Hauser passes to Holiday. Here's Brown. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds in the game. White with the steal. 1 second left. Whoa! He just got it off in time.
That was close. Now he doesn't panic.
Okay, Ali, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Direct your attention to center court and get ready for the half-court shot in the arena. They're picking up the shot.
Greetings, everybody. It's game 2, and things are a little rocky.
Showing they know how to play, team chemistry is on display. Like what I did there? Showing they know how to play, chemistry is on display. Kenny, anything you like to say? Oh.
Shaq's chosen to rap because in the first half, he was taking a nap.
Oh. What you said was not full. In other words, it was terrible.
Seeing how things are and that'll do.
Great to have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round 1. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants to review the game plan.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
The Bucks trail by 5. Kicking off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. The perimeter pair, it's White and Brown. And it's Holiday in at the point.
And these shots demonstrate how locked in Lillard is. Just embracing the challenge of scoring on physical defenders.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
First team foul.
Free throw good, Lillard. And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Celtics. Outside, Brown. Oh, Brown. Oh!
Wow! My goodness. Brown with the massive throwdown.
And how about our AT&T 5G slam cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. Holiday against Lillard. Some solid defense from Holiday. Celtics lead by 4. And here's Brown for 3. Downtown, Jaylen Brown.
Well, you know, when Brown's hitting the 3, it really opens up this offense.
And the timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. And Milwaukee shooting a nice 50% for the game. Lillard passes to Porter. Now Antetokounmpo. Back to Porter. Pass to Lillard. Outside for Porter. Shoots over White. And again, it's the Bucks missing.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Brown gets the bucket.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime. Making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Outside Tatum. Shot from 16. Rebounded by Lopez.
Well, after 3 straight makes, that's their first miss of the half.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Ooh, strong move from Giannis inside.
Oh, man, the balance of muscle Giannis possesses is tremendous. Phenomenal at scoring on physical defenses.
Pulls up at the elbow. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Tatum's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, they've come out of the break confidently. 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
Outside for Porter. Back to Lillard. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
And that's a veteran move by Lillard to see the D closing and get the shot.
Tatum passes to Holiday. Over Lillard. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. And the Celtics lead by 10.
Well, he's shooting a high percentage, but not taking enough shots, in my opinion. He needs to be more aggressive on offense.
Here's White. Inside. White gets it to go.
Throughout the second half, they've achieved excellent efficiency on the offensive end.
Antetokounmpo outside. The 3 from Prince. Boston pulls it in. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Brown. There's 57 seconds left in the third. Can't connect from 13 feet out. The Bucks trail by 12. Porter, the pass to Lopez. And another miss by Milwaukee. And here are the Celtics. They're on a 14-4 run. Back to Brown. Now Porzingis. He's guarded by Porter. Baseline jumper. Misses off the right iron. The Bucks have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Antetokounmpo with it. Now guarded by White, who is stolen by Lillard. Pass to Prince. Back to Porter. Takes the 3. Doesn't go that time. Good work defensively by White. On the wing, Tatum launches a three. Jason Tatum, he's a sharpshooter.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And so it's Boston. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And thanks for sticking with us as this round one game continues. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Kevin Porter is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Prince in at the three. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
Nice job by Porter Jr. attacking the interior, going after a close-range shot.
Tatum against Prince. Outside Tatum. Pass to Cornet. Going inside, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Prince with the bucket.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
Going with a whole new group out there. A big group substitution here for Boston. Porzingis has checked in for Cornet. Jaylen Brown comes in for Horford. Derek White's checked in for Hauser. And Drew Holiday is subbed in for Pritchard. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He told them, no time to celebrate. The work is not finished. We've got to stick with it and keep growing what we've got here. Words of wisdom for his squad. Back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. Kuzma outside. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. And the basket by Holiday.
Well, that's Holiday using the threat of the drive to get defenders on their heels, and then he pulls the string.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Giannis Antetokounmpo is checked in for Milwaukee. Damian Lillard comes in for Trent. The Bucks trail by 14. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Lillard. Off target from three-point range.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Tatum draws the double. Pass to Brown. White on the wing. No good that time. Kuzma with the defensive effort. The Bucks have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Antetokounmpo finds Lillard. 1:49 left in the fourth. Jackson can't get it to go. Celtics lead by 14. Tatum with it. Outside, Brown. And out of bounds. Milwaukee will have it. Milwaukee has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Oh, the body control of Giannis.
Yeah, one of the most efficient inside scorers. Giannis just can't be stopped.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And it's Tatum with the ball for the Celtics. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Bucks trail by 12. Here's Lillard. Oh, he cocks it back and throws it down. Right on Porzingis.
Oh, wow. Dame just sticking it to the other team, and you can see it's motivating his squad as well.
Jackson against White. Porzingis with a screen on Lillard. Here's Holiday, the kick to Tatum. This one for three. 6 on the shot clock. White for three. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. And here's Milwaukee now. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. And it's Kuzma finishing it off. Now White. Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
BA, all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap.
And the basket by Holiday.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. There's Tatum with the three. That's good from Holiday on the assist from Tatum. And now a 12-point Celtic lead.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Here's Holiday. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. It might have been just game 2 of the series, but this one felt like a must-win.
I just love the fire they played with tonight. It's the playoff.
Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and